Hello everyone and welcome back to DCM, Doritos Connections and Mountain Dew, your favorite local video game show. I am your host, Howard.
I'm your co-host, David.
And let's start off with the news.
I do like me some news.
Mountain Dew Legends, a new flavor exclusive to Buffalo Wild Wings, is now set to slowly roll out beginning now and ending in mid-May. Mountain Dew Legends is stated to be a blackberry citrus flavor. We can't really imagine what it tastes like, but stay tuned for our review of it in the coming days after we watch the big sports game and crack in a few cold dews with our broskies.
The elusive flavor Maui Burst, which was originally only in 16-ounce cans exclusively to everyone's favorite department store that they avoid, Dollar General, PepsiCo has recently announced a release of the flavor now in 20-ounce bottles. Still exclusive to Dollar General though, but maybe it'll be a little easier to find. I've been to a couple Dollar Generals and they haven't even had any. It's a shame. It's a pretty tasty flavor, if I do say so myself.
Only reason to go to Dollar General now.
I agree.
And now for some major news. The cult classic flavor exclusive to Taco Bell is now getting a new breath of life. It is now confirmed that PepsiCo is now making this a new flavor of Mountain Dew energy drinks with the Baja Blast flavor. If it's anything like the regular version, then it might just be a seasonal item that you can only buy out of stores, probably in the summer, spring. Is that sounds about right?
Usually, yeah.
Usually. And as you know, we can't wait to try it. So tune in next week where we drink Baja Blast energy drinks.
Yeah. Rumor alerts, the new flavor Game Fuel Championship Citrus Cherry has been leaked. This is a flavor we've heard rumors about for a long time now, but we have a photo of Dr. Disrespect himself drinking it. It'll be right here probably. Still no ideas or hints as to when the flavor will actually be available to the general public, or even if it will be available. Maybe it's just for Dr. Disrespect. It's only his. He's the only one who can drink it. You never know.
Maybe this is why he was banned from Twitch.
Maybe.
He leaked the new flavor.
He leaked the new flavor, and PepsiCo was like, get him out of here.
Gone.
But that being said, we're thinking it's probably going to be an online exclusive similar to the other Game Fuel flavored Courageous Sherbet. But we'll let you know in the coming weeks.
New flavor confirmed, everyone. We now have a confirmed release period for the new flavor Purple Thunder in early May. It is a plum berry flavor released in a 20-ounce bottle and is going to be released as a fountain drink exclusive to Circle K locations.
Now let me tell you all something. We'll let you in on a little secret. This is the studio that we record the show, and we got a Circle K. We got one right next door.
Yeah,
we got one right next door, so we'll be able to try it. We'll be able to go right next door. We'll even be recording. We'll leave the set as the camera's still rolling. We'll come back with an ice cold Purple Thunder and try it just for you.
That's right, baby. Melrose is finally on the map with our own exclusive Mountain Dew flavor, baby. Get some. And now for our next segment, hey guys, what you been chewing?
Well, today we've got something really cool for you to. We're not just gonna tell you about what we've been chewing. We're actually gonna chew it for you.
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, like you're a baby bird.
But we've got some goodies for you.
Yeah, we got some.
So first up, we have the no longer exclusive to Speedway Mountain Dew Spark that we'll be trying.
Ooh, interesting.
It's a raspberry lemonade flavor.
Interesting.
And we also have Doritos Tangy Pickle and the Doritos Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch.
Now, these are all flavors that I have been dying to crunch, chug, and repeat on daily, so I really hope these are good.
So do I. So how do you want to go about this first?
All right. You know what?
What are we thinking?
What do you think would be the worst one to have? Would it be the tangy pickle?
I'm not big on pickle flavor. I love pickles. I don't like pickle flavor, so maybe the worst one to have would be the tangy pickle.
We are going to start off with our What You Been Chewing segment on tangy pickle.
All right, well, good impression right off the bat. Smells like tortilla chips and vinegar. So I guess
I wasn't expecting it, so it just went.
All right, so I'll take one. I'll let you take one.
All right, hold on. Above the camera, tip the chip.
Tip the chip.
Crunch, chug, repeat, brother. No.
I don't know what it tastes like. It don't taste like a pickle.
It tastes like a burger.
It does.
Yeah, like it has fake burger flavors.
Yeah. It says sour crunch, but this tastes more like a bread and butter pickle.
Yeah, it tastes like a regular like sweet pickle or something, or it does not taste like a sour pickle at all.
No.
Wow.
It's not as bad as I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, no, I was expecting this to be a lot worse.
Yeah.
The vinegar threw me off, but like this is just mildly disappointing, to be totally fair. Because it really does just taste like they had a burger chip a long time ago.
Doritos? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the late night cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Well, that was it was part of like a different line, wasn't it? It was like Doritos after hours or something.
Yeah.
And that was the only flavor they had in that line because it didn't do well.
No, they had a pizza one too.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
It was either a pizza or a taco. It was one of those, but they had two. It was two. But yeah, it just kind of tastes like that with more like
more
sweet,
pickle.
Yeah, more pickle. All right, so how many bags out of 10 do you rate this?
You know, I'm a little torn because like I don't hate it, but I don't really like it either. Though I will say the more I eat it, the more I do kind of like it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like a 5 bags out of 10.
Yeah.
5 bags out of 10. Is that fair?
Five seems good.
Wow, way to have it the most disappointing start to what you've been chewing.
I know. So I think we should move on to the Mountain Dew Spark to kind of cleanse our palate.
All right, so give me some background on Mountain Dew Spark.
So Spark isn't actually a new flavor. Spark, I think 2 years ago or 1 year ago, debuted as a Speedway exclusive to Speedway gas stations.
Because that's what I love, exclusive gas station Mountain Dew.
Well, we're gonna get our own soon.
That's
so
right. That's right.
It's a raspberry lemonade flavor. I remember it being pretty good. Not great, not like something like good old Dew SA right here. I remember it being pretty good, but I remember it didn't have that overwhelming Mountain Dew flavor. It actually tasted like something other than Mountain Dew. But now it's available everywhere. It's not just Speedway. So let's
hold on. Dude, there's 153% of daily sugars you should have.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's a lot of sugar.
Hold on. Which one's this one? This one's Melon Major. How much is this? 140. Hold on.
151 for the Dew SA.
153. Dude, it's like the Da Vinci Code of diabetes.
146 for Voodoo.
152 for what's this one? Code Red.
154 for Classic.
All right, so this is gonna probably give us diabetes.
Yeah, probably.
All righty.
But let's crack it open.
Cracking open a cold Dew.
Oh, hold on. Put it right from the mic for the. There we go.
Oh.
It smells like raspberry lemonade.
Oh wow, it does. All right. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Crunch, chug, repeat, brother. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. That's not bad. I'm not really. See, the thing is, this tastes exactly like lemonade, but it's carbonated, which throws me off.
Yeah, I'm not huge on carbonated lemonade usually, unless I'm like mixing a carbonated drink into lemonade, at which point, because I'm doing it of my own volition.
Yeah, you're writing your own death sentence. But no, that's actually not bad. This is actually really not bad. You're right. It does not taste like Mountain Dew at all.
It doesn't, and that's what I like because like we love Mountain Dew, as you can see.
Yeah, show title.
But the problem is a lot of their flavors, they have that inherent Mountain Dew taste that kind of throws the rest of the flavor of the drink off. So when something like Spark comes along, it's actually kind of refreshing in the fact that it doesn't have that flavor. It actually tastes like something different, which is nice. How many bottles are we rating this out of, you think?
How many bottles? I'm thinking like a 6. I'm thinking a 6 because the carbonation part's the thing that's killing me.
I feel like, yeah, 6 is...
6?
I like 6.
Like, I could see the argument for a 7. And that's, that's cool. But again, it's the
Yeah, I was going to say 7,
carbonation.
but I think the more I have of it, the kind of less I like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite of the tangy pickle. So I'll put this right...
Yeah, oh, actually.
Right in the row with the others.
There we go. That's a smart idea.
And finally, for our final chew of the day.
Final chew of the day.
The Doritos Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch. Now, we'll talk about this very shortly. We don't really like Cool Ranch Doritos, the normal Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst flavors.
Yeah. And the regular Flamin' Hot Doritos, I remember not liking so much.
All right.
So, will Doritos redeem themselves with the Flamin' Hot version? Let's find out.
Hey, don't give me the bag or else I'll vomit again.
It kind of doesn't smell like anything.
Wait, what do you mean it doesn't smell like anything?
Like it smells, it's a very
Oh my
subtle
God.
smell.
It really doesn't smell like anything. We're gonna die if we eat this.
Well, only one way to find out.
All right, hold on. I'm looking at the chip.
It looks exactly like the other
All right.
Flamin' Hot ones.
All right, so this is Flaming Hot Cool Ranch.
Yep.
Tip the chip
Tip
as
the
always.
chip.
I'm waiting for the Flaming Hot part to kind of kick in, and it's not.
It's not. Oh, it's very slow. I feel it on my tongue.
No, it just tastes like Cool Ranch Doritos.
And it does kind of just taste like Cool Ranch.
It just
Well, the thing about the Flamin' Hot, just everything in Flamin' Hot in general, it doesn't really have much of a flavor. The flavor is just hot.
yeah, which is a terrible way to make any heated product.
Yeah.
The flavor and the heat are supposed to be complementary to each other.
Exactly.
When you make spicy
And
things. But like every tacky new Flaming Hot chicken fries from Burger King, it tastes gross and it's hot. Like you can make something taste good and be hot.
Exactly, but a lot of companies, they just make it hot just for the sake of being hot. And I know that's people go above and beyond to eat the spiciest thing ever. I understand that. But if you're making a snack for people, for everyone to try, you should fix that balance a little more. Adjust it so people can actually enjoy it for the flavor, for the taste, instead of just, oh, this is hot, I gotta try it.
Along with that, even if you're trying to make a spicy thing to get into the zeitgeist of spicy snacks you can buy from the store, spicy Takis and Flaming Hot Cheetos already beat you out. They have the monopoly, right? And unless you hit that tier of good snacks, just don't even make it at that point, right? I did kind of feel it now, spiciness.
It's doing the similar thing with the pickles. The more I have this, the more I like it. And again, I don't like Cool Ranch, but I actually think the Flamin' Hot is doing something that actually makes me enjoy that flavor.
All right, last chip. You know what? I know why I'm enjoying this more than the Cool Ranch. Because the heat's kind of kicking in, and it's nulling the flavor of what it actually is a Cool Ranch Dorito with Flaming Hot dust on it.
So I don't know about you. I'm willing to go as high as an 8 on this, honestly.
I am not going as high as an 8. You are high. You are
High on Cool Ranch Doritos.
High on Cool Ranch dust. Dorito dust sniffing Dave.
So how do you want to do this then?
Well, you can give it an 8. I'm giving this thing a 6.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
I guess I'm willing to go as high as an 8. I don't know if I'd go with it. I think 7 is what I'm going to end up giving it.
That's more fair. Mother, stop eating the chips. I'm about to end the segment. Right now, time for our first segment, an actually weird one. Apparently, Mountain Dew canceled a flavor that was a movie tie-in for the newest movie, The Batman. Apparently, the Bat Calzone was okay. The Batman Calzone was okayed, but not this flavor. Can you tell me more about this flavor, Dave?
So this flavor was we first saw the trademark of it a little over a year ago because initially the Batman was supposed to come out a little over a year ago, but we live in a pandemic hellscape, so that ended up getting pushed back. So I guess what happened was because the film got pushed back, the drink that called Riddler's Brew was pushed back, and I guess ultimately canceled. We don't really have any information as to why it was canceled, but all we know is that it was. And we decided we want to talk about this because the Batman film has now been released, and it's getting rave reviews.
Rave reviews.
Everyone loves it.
Making bank.
It's making gangbusters in the box office. So now we're here, Riddler's Brewless, and I just think they could have made money off of this.
They could have. Well, now this could have been one of two things, right? One is because the movie kept getting delayed, they couldn't actually produce enough product in time for whatever the movie kept being pushed back to, right? That's one reasoning. And if that's the case, that's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. I get it. But if it's because they didn't think the movie would be a success, that's like
it's a Batman movie.
That's like shooting like your foot as you're about to go for the marathon.
And the thing is, this would not have been the first Batman tie-in for Mountain Dew.
Wait, there's been more than one?
Back when The Dark Knight Rises came out, they had Dark Berry. I don't recall that being very good, because it has been 10 years since that movie came out.
Oh,
but
yeah.
2012. But still, there is precedence for a Batman Mountain Dew tie-in. So we will probably never know why it was actually canceled to begin with. We can just speculate, which is what we're doing now. But I feel like it was a missed opportunity to have that flavor canceled.
Disappointing we didn't get one of the worst names you could have for a Mountain Dew flavor, Riddler's Brew.
Yeah.
Maybe if this was like the 1960s Riddler, that'd be more appropriate.
How do we make a tie-in flavor for our Zodiac Killer inspired take on the Riddler? I know. Let's call it a brew. like a witch.
Got to go to the convenience store to get some Riddler's Brew.
Oh boy, but who knows? Maybe we would have been trying Riddler's Brew instead of Spark had the flavor not been canceled.
The universe works in mysterious ways.
Sure does.
In our next segment, we have to have a heart-to-heart with everyone here.
Yeah.
Guys, what's up with the Cool Ranch? I have never met anyone that says Cool Ranch is their objectively best flavor of Dorito. It's like our least liked Dorito.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, why does Dorito constantly, the Frito-Lay company constantly, push Cool Ranch as the second best flavor? Like, anytime you buy one of those, variety packs,
it's always nacho cheese and Cool Ranch.
Nacho cheese and Cool Ranch. Never a different flavor.
And the thing is, it doesn't taste like ranch.
Doesn't
even taste close like ranch.
Doesn't even taste cool.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't.
Now, do you know, this is kind of an aside, do you know what it's called in other countries?
What?
It's called Cool American. It's not called Cool Ranch in other countries, it's called Cool American.
We have to stop this debate right now. I can't be besmirching our great nation like this. I can't. I really can't. Cut this. Cut it. And now, of course, we have to finally round it all up. We're going to take a look back at Doritos licensed games. Now, we're going to specifically talk about ones that were made for the Xbox Live Arcade program, which ran from like 2006 to like 2015, just about. So you think you all buy digital games now, right? But this was actually one of the popular beginnings of it. Not the first, but the beginnings, the Xbox Live Arcade. And it was a program in which smaller games could be released for digital only on that you could buy over the internet, which at the time that was unheard of.
Yeah.
And Doritos decided, after Burger King made 3 of them,
they wanted to get in on this.
They wanted to get in on
this. I
this.
don't blame them.
So we're going to go over all of them. Now, most of these were made because of a fun fact, an actual contest where the ideas for these games would be pushed by whoever won this contest. So we're going to start with the first one called Doritos Dash of Destruction.
Now, full disclosure, I don't even remember this one.
Yes, but
The other ones I remember.
so this one was made by Ninja Bee in December 17th, 2008. You may remember Ninja Bee as they made a bunch of XBLA classics such as Band of Bugs and all the Kefling games, which if you're a hardcore Xbox Live arcade archivist, you should know who Ninja Bee are. But this was actually one of the games that was made ideas with a contest. And what it is you're like a T-Rex, and you gotta destroy cars for their Doritos.
My bad, I do remember this one.
Yeah. And then, or you could play as the car and then get Doritos and avoid the dinosaurs.
I think I thought this was a Burger King game instead of Doritos.
Ah, okay, I understand.
That's where my confusion was coming from.
So I understand. So essentially, this game is actually known for being at the time, one of the easiest games to platinum.
You want to know how I know that? Because Doritos Dash of Destruction was the first game I ever platinumed to my Xbox 360.
I came over with a burnt disc that had the game on it, and we spent 18 minutes and we platinumed it. It is literally one of the easiest platforms before things like Avatar: Burning Earth came out, where you can get it in 5 minutes. Or and also it was before. What was that other easy one? Fallout 3 Games for Windows Live version, where you could just put in a code in the menu and you just get all the achievements in one go.
First time hearing of that.
Yeah.
All right.
So honestly, this game was terrible. It was really not good.
Yeah, I remember like enjoying it for a little bit. I mean, you get to play as a T-Rex.
Yeah,
You can't really go wrong with that.
But that's for like half the game.
Yeah.
It's for half the game.
You know, we spent 18 minutes. That's only 9 minutes of playtime.
9 minutes of dino action.
Yeah. I want more dino action.
I understand it's a free game. Come on. I want to play more as a dinosaur. There are not many games where I can play as a dinosaur.
Give me at least 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Give me the double digits.
Is that so hard?
No, it's not so hard.
So I guess the next game they decided to, this next game probably, took 2 years to make. 2 games released on the same day apparently. We'll go over the first one. Doritos Crash Course.
Now this one. Ooh boy, this one.
Made by Wanaco Games, but mainly Behavior Interactive back in December 8th, 2010. Also free. This game was a parody of Wipeout. It was a platformer. And guys, this game was a cult classic slapper. Cult classic slapper.
Yeah, it went. I remember playing this quite a bit. This one had some dang good replay value.
It was fun. It had a good element of comedy because you would play as your Xbox avatar, right? So you can actually customize your Xbox avatar.
You could play as yourself.
And you can play as them. And it would accept anything. So you could, like, I don't know, have like a Deadpool suit and run around as Deadpool. Nothing's stopping you.
Yeah.
And right now, this game is actually backwards compatible on the Xbox Series X. Did you not know that?
I did not know that.
Oh my god! And the servers are still up too, so you can invite people to play with you. And in 2013 they released a DLC pack for $5 with a new world and a remix of the final level, like the Japan area.
I know what we're doing as soon as the recording for this episode is done.
I'm gonna break out my $500 4K HDR 60 frames per second console to play Doritos Crash Course.
To play a game from over 10 years ago.
Let's go. But also there was another game that released, I guess, on the same date, and that was Doritos Harms Way, which this is probably you would never know this is a Doritos
I don't even think
game.
it was called Doritos. I think it was just called Harm's Way.
Yeah, the logo was on the cover, but that was about it. And it's like a hardcore, realistic wilderness survival, like kart racer.
It was ATVs, right?
Yeah, ATV, kart racer, where you can either play as a racer or you can mount on turrets and shoot the ATVs to get them to lose. So if you coordinated, you could theoretically get in first place by using your partners to go on the guns to shoot the opponent's car. Again, another easy get platinum you can get in like 20 minutes.
And this one was pretty fun too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun for the 20 minutes. Would I have played this for multiple hours? No. Doritos Crash Course, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
And also, that game is kind of hard to platinum because you had to get all the time trials. But this one's pretty easy. It was made by a studio called Bongfish, an Austrian studio.
Huh.
And I think this was also another winner of the contest for the Doritos Game Contest. But again, free. This one was also free, and it is also backwards compatible on the Xbox.
Man.
They're really getting the big names with this.
They really,
program.
I think, it doesn't matter that Microsoft bought Bethesda and everyone. They got the Doritos games backwards compatible. They won the console war. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why would you even try to attempt to have a console war, Sony?
Yeah, honestly.
You don't even have Doritos
don't have
Crash
Doritos.
Course.
You don't have Doritos Crash Course.
Xbox exclusive Doritos Crash Course.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, Sony. Better luck next time.
Whack console. No one likes you. Go home. Now for the game that Dave doesn't know about.
Yeah, I only just learned about this like an hour ago.
Yeah, so they made a sequel in 2013 by Behavior Interactive. They helmed this, called Doritos Crash Course 2. And it was only available for 1 year. 1 year. They delisted it.
That's probably why I didn't know it existed.
Yeah, and also it was in 2013 when new consoles came out.
That too.
So what was this game? It was actually an improvement on the Doritos Crash Course formula. There was like more refined platforming, more different kinds of obstacles, and it was, for some reason, always online DRM gameplay, which means that in order to play the game, you needed an internet connection. So that way it could, like, in real time, have ghosts of people playing the same level instead of time trials of your friends that already played. While that was good, that's probably the reason why it was delisted. It's been delisted since 2014, probably because it had a lot of microtransactions for you to skip levels and buy costumes. That's about it.
I mean, okay, buying costumes I can understand, but why would you pay to skip levels?
If you have too much, so in Doritos Crash Course they had the chicken mechanic, where if you died too many times you could hit the chicken and go to the next level, right? So instead of that, you had a limited amount of chickens when you logged in, I think, and then you would play them, and then if you ran out of chickens, you could buy more to skip through the levels. There was also like a lot more levels. There was, instead of like the 3 worlds with 5 levels each, I think there was 5 worlds with 5 levels each. So if you wanted to go to a new area or stuff.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, I platinumed the game, which is actually kind of hard. But I platinumed it without paying any money, so...
That's a real gamer right there.
Real gamer moment over here. About to hit 500,000 gamer score. With and I'm getting it with it's a SpongeBob video game.
Nice.
Yeah. But... honestly, I thought it was a generally... I think, like, out of all the, like, underrated gems, the fact that no one has played Doritos Crash Course 2, that to me is, like, this is... out of all the Dorito games, I think Crash Course 2 is, like, the most underrated one.
It literally might be because no one knows it exists. Like
I
me.
think that's only
I think that's the reason.
I don't think many people played it. Everyone knows the first one. No one knows about the second one. No one knows about the second one.
No.
It was pretty good. Was it as good as a platformer as Mario or, like, Rayman?
Probably not, but why would you even attempt to compare that?
Yeah, with the free game.
Yeah.
The free game, dude.
No.
But honestly, other than Dash of Destruction, most of these games were pretty decent for the price tag of free.
Can't really go wrong.
Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention, for some reason, Dash of Destruction was taken down off the stores.
Huh. Probably because it sucked.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, Ninja B.
Sorry,
should have made a better game.
Should have made a third Kefling's game, jerks. But yeah, no, that's so those are all the Dorito games that we could think of that was exclusive on the Xbox Live Arcade. There was also a bunch of other ones, like the Sour Patch Kids platformer, the previously mentioned, Burger King one.
Everyone likes Sneak King.
Yeah, Sneak King, Pocket Bike Racer, Big Bumpin'. I have all 3. There was also that one game about like a Honda. I think it was called like Yarvis or something. We can talk about those at a different date, but today we're only focusing on those Doritos-themed games. And that's the end of our show. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what flavors you would like to crunch, chug, repeat. And we'll get back to you on all your favorite Doritos and Mountain Dew news.
Absolutely. You can be sure that any new flavor, we will be crunching and chugging and probably repeating as soon as we get them in our little Dorito dust covered hands.
So goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.